10 most incredible medieval castles in the world. Medieval castles are living examples of the history, culture, and artistic talent of their era in addition to being magnificent architectural structures. Every castle has an own tale to tell, one that reflects the social and political climate of its time. In this video, we will explore 10 of the most incredible medieval castles around the world, each showcasing stunning architecture and rich historical significance that continue to captivate visitors today. Number 10. Windsor Castle, England. The oldest continuously inhabited castle in the world and one of the most recognizable representations of British monarchy is Windsor Castle, which is situated in the picturesque county of Berkshire. Built by William the Conqueror in 1066, it has been a royal home for more than 900 years and is now Queen Elizabeth II's official residence. The castle features a magnificent fusion of Victorian, Gothic, and Georgian architectural elements. The state apartments are especially remarkable because of their elaborate decor, which features priceless pieces by Rubens and Rembrandt, among other artists from the royal collection. Many royal ceremonies, such as marriages and funerals, are held in St. George's Chapel, which has exquisite stained glass windows and elaborate stonework. Visitors can explore the exquisitely designed gardens and take in expansive views of the surrounding landscape, making Windsor Castle an enthralling location that embodies centuries of history. Number 9. Edinburgh Castle, Scotland. Scotland's capital city's skyline is dominated by the imposing Edinburgh Castle, which is perched atop Castle Rock. Since at least the 12th century, its advantageous location has made it a central figure in Scottish history. The castle has been both a royal home and a military stronghold, and it has been a part of many battles and sieges. Visitors can explore important historical sites like the crown jewels of Scotland, which include the crown, scepter, and sword of state used in royal ceremonies, inside its imposing walls. This location also houses the Stone of Destiny, which was originally used to crown Scottish kings. The Great Hall showcases antique armor and weapons from Scotland's past and has an impressive wooden ceiling. Visitors are treated to breathtaking views of Edinburgh and beyond as they stroll along the battlements. The castle is a must-see for anybody interested in Scotland's history because of its rich history and significance in modern Scottish culture. Number 8. Neuschwanstein Castle, Germany. Neuschwanstein Castle, with its magnificent architecture and breathtaking alpine surroundings, is often referred to as a fairy tale palace, making it one of the most enchanting castles in the world. This castle was never finished, but is still a masterpiece of romantic architecture. Commissioned by King Ludwig II of Bavaria in 1869 as a tribute to Richard Wagner. Its distinctive turrets and towers, which appear to rise out of the mountainside, are the result of its design, which combines elements from several styles, including Romanesque and Gothic influences. Inside, opulently furnished spaces like the Singer's Hall and the Throne Room may be explored by guests. These spaces are richly painted with murals that portray scenes from Wagner's operas. Millions of people visit the castle every year, drawn by its stunning location close to Füssen, to marvel at its magnificence against the backdrop of the Bavarian Alps. Neuschwanstein's reputation as a cultural icon has been cemented by the innumerable artists and filmmakers that it has inspired. Number 7. Alhambra, Spain. Perched atop a hilltop overlooking Granada, Spain, stands the magnificent Alhambra fortress complex. Constructed in the middle of the 13th century during the Nasrid dynasty, the building is a prime example of Islamic architecture, featuring elaborate tile work, stucco carvings, and tranquil gardens that convey a strong bond with the natural world. Exquisite details like elaborate arches and fountains in the Nasrid palaces of the Alhambra create a serene ambience reminiscent of paradise on earth. The general life garden's vibrant flowers and lush vegetation create a striking contrast to the fortress's towering walls. Alhambra, which has been recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site since 1984, is a symbol of Spain's rich Moorish past and diverse cultural heritage. Its courtyards can be explored by guests who want to learn about the poets and sultans who have lived here in the past. Number 6. Hochhasterwitz Castle, Austria. Austria's Hochhasterwitz Castle is a striking example of a medieval fortress, perched atop a precipitous ridge not far from Klagenfurt. While construction started in the 9th century, Georg von Hochhasterwitz made significant fortifications during the 15th century to fend off invasions. The castle has 14 gates, each with its own set of defenses, which have historically prevented invaders from entering. Amazingly, in all of its long history, the castle has never been taken. Views of the surrounding terrain and valleys below are breathtaking as guests ascend through these gates along meandering paths bordered with flowers and trees. The well-preserved interiors of Hochhasterwitz feature medieval furniture and artifacts that depict life during the castle's heyday as a noble residence. In addition, the castle provides guided tours that explore its intriguing past and emphasize the importance of its architecture. Number 5. Mehrangarh Fort, India. One of the biggest forts in India, Mehrangarh Fort, is situated in Jodhpur, Rajasthan, a city well known for its breathtakingly beautiful blue-painted homes that dot the surrounding area. Rajota Singh constructed this fort in 1459, rising to a height of approximately 400 feet on a rocky hill. With its imposing walls composed of red sandstone adorned with intricate carvings and latticed windows, the fort is a prime example of Rajputana architecture. Explore the many museums in Mehrangarh, which are home to an amazing collection of artifacts that tell stories about the royal families of Rajasthan over centuries. These items include paintings, textiles, weapons, and royal mementos. A wonderful fusion of history and culture, the fort also has lovely courtyards where traditional music concerts frequently take place against breathtaking backdrops overlooking Jodhpur's skyline. Number 4. Carcassonne, France. Carcassonne is recognized as one of the best preserved fortified cities in Europe, with roots in Roman times. However, much of what is seen today was built during the medieval era under King Louis IX between the 12th and 14th centuries, when substantial fortifications were added to improve security against invaders like England during battles known as the 100 Years' War. With its twin walls and watchtowers, it offers visitors a glimpse into medieval life through its winding cobblestone streets, which are dotted with small businesses selling handcrafted goods from the area, as well as charming cafes serving classic French fare like cassoulet and freshly baked croissants from neighboring bakeries. Due to its historical significance, Carcassonne has been recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site since 1997. Visitors are enthralled with the city as they stroll through its ancient walls. Number 3. Bran Castle, Romania. Bran Castle is frequently referred to as Dracula's Castle because of its connection to the well-known book Dracula by Bram Stoker. This medieval fortress, which is situated in the breathtaking Carpathian mountain scenery near Brasov in Romania, was constructed in the late 14th century mainly as a defense against Hungarian invaders. Later on, Queen Maria of Romania used it as her royal residence, transforming it into a stunning mansion with art collections that showcase her travels throughout Europe. The castle's striking precipice setting adds to its charm and feeds vampire folklore, even though there's no hard proof that Vlad the Impaler, inspiration for Dracula, ever lived here. Bran Castle is a fascinating stop on any traveler's route through Transylvania because of its exhibits that feature artifacts connected to both Romanian history and Dracula lore, giving visitors insights into local culture entwined with mythological tales. Number 2. Kilkenny Castle, Ireland. In Ireland's historic city of Kilkenny, which has a rich medieval history spanning over 800 years, Kilkenny Castle proudly stands on the banks of the River Nore. After undergoing extensive renovations during the Victorian era 19th century, this magnificent structure, which was originally built by William Marshall around 1195, showcases stunning Gothic revival architecture. Explore sumptuous chambers with collections of fine art and antique furnishings that depict life in different periods of Irish history. From tapestries of heroic tales hanging in grand halls to medieval feasts, Kilkenny Castle's vast gardens provide strolls along tree-lined paths that descend to riverbanks, providing scenic vistas and educational opportunities about the local flora and fauna. Kilkenny itself is a great place for people looking for both culture and scenic beauty because it has a lot to offer, including cathedrals and historic churches. Number 1. Predjama Castle, Slovenia. Predjama Castle is remarkable because of its intriguing history that dates back to the late 12th century, in addition to its striking location carved into a cliff face close to Postojna Cave. Erasmus Luger, a nobleman renowned for his resistance against Habsburg rule and for his use of covered tunnels within these very walls during sieges, built this Renaissance castle. Awe-inspiring views that demonstrate how perfectly this architectural wonder blends into nature greet guests as they approach Predjama, a real testament to human ingenuity. Guided tours tell stories about the legendary adventures of Erasmus while you explore exquisitely preserved interiors full of artifacts that depict medieval life. Each room tells a story that is interwoven with stories from centuries past. For those who love the outdoors and history, the neighboring Postojna Cave provides additional exploration opportunities that highlight Slovenia's natural wonders, making Predjama an unforgettable experience. These castles are not only outstanding examples of architectural design, but they also represent rich histories that have shaped the areas in which they are located over many centuries. Thanks for watching our video, and don't forget to subscribe.